Kia ora and hello. I'm Chester for Earth Sciences New Zealand. This is our weekly catch-up with the Met Service. As always, John Law is joining me here. Good afternoon to you, John.
Kia ora, Chester. Thanks again for having me on Thursday. Who can imagine that we've already gone through a whole week already?
I know. And we went through a very nice week. It was relatively settled, relatively beautiful. We had some hiccups along the way. And once again, we are under high pressure, John, but you're here to tell us that just in time for the holiday weekend, the long weekend, we've got some changes coming.
Yeah, I think that's it. Classically, this pattern we've seen over New Zealand, this high pressure, has been what we've been seeing through most of May. It's been really settled, light winds. There's been those few sticking points, a few showers down south, and misty, foggy conditions.
Yeah.
We've probably got a little bit more of that to come tonight. Might even find a few places like Auckland, Hamilton, Christchurch again, turning misty and foggy. But as you said there, we're going to start to see it clear away as this high pressure shifts off towards the east. A change in our wind directions, more of those northerlies coming back towards us. And you can see on these charts, just waiting in the Tasman Sea, that next area of low pressure coming towards us, bringing windier and wetter weather. Yeah, just in time, classically, for that long weekend. But, Friday looks good. So if you've got the chance to make it a really long weekend, that's probably what I would do, yeah.
100%. Yeah, Friday actually looks like a really nice day for most of the country. We'll start to see a bit of that high cloud. But yeah, here it is. I'm going to scroll the map over towards Saturday. Saturday, still dry, but we start seeing those hints of that high pressure ridge moving off. And then what are you guys looking at in the severe weather outlook as we head into Sunday and Monday?
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's been a while since we've seen severe weather watches and points, but you can see on those charts there that stream of wet weather feeding on towards the western coast of the Southland, those purples there showing that heavy rainfall, particularly places like the ranges of Westland. Also, with those northerly winds, you can imagine areas like the Tasman region, those hills and ranges over the Kahurangi National Park, another area which can catch that rain, just funnel in through there. So for Sunday, our main concerns will be those areas in the south. Some stronger winds running through Cook Strait as well. But as we head in towards Monday and Tuesday, you can see that rain just continues to move eastwards, pushing across parts of northern Auckland, Coromandel, northerly winds, strong gusty northeasterlies as well. So, on the plus side, it's warm, but it will be wet and windy. You can see the winds being picked up there, really increasing as we head in towards the start of next week. So definitely a real change to what we've been used to. Heavy rainfall, strong winds. It's a freaking affair this first lot that comes through, but next week is generally looking like a pretty unsettled story. Very different from that weather we've seen through most of May. So yeah, we've got to keep an eye on the forecast, particularly those severe weather watches and warnings as we head through the long weekend.
Yeah, 100%. And, May go down as one of the drier months that a lot of regions have seen. We certainly could use the top up. We could certainly use a little bit of rain. We're heading into the wettest part of the year for many parts of the country. And as you mentioned, with this weather event coming in, keep in mind your Monday plans, and much of next week does look unsettled. Like, man, look at our NIWA 35 here, and that first week of June is signaled to be above normal for precipitation on the NIWA 35 for almost all of Aotearoa, pretty much the entire country, the exception maybe Southland and parts of Otago. But even there, it's probably going to be a little bit on the wet side, and even the first couple weeks of June. So a lot to watch in the next couple of weeks. It's going to keep us on our toes, right, John?
Oh, definitely. What a contrast there between that first week, 25th to the 31st, through to the second one, that's the first week in June. So I think we are going to find that's a real change in our rainfall there. But yeah, next week, particularly those areas exposed to the north. So places like the Tasman region, even the Bay of Plenty you can see on your charts there from the NIWA 35.
Yes.
It's going to be a wet story. And then as we head through towards June, we'll see how things pan out through there as well. But I think, a real change once we head through towards that long weekend.
For sure. So it's too early for watches and warnings. We're not in that period just yet, but where can people get the latest on the severe weather outlook? And then when the watches and warnings are issued, where do they go, John?
Yeah, great answers. We are going to find those severe weather outlook is already updated. Taking a look at the charts on there, you can find those on the Met Service website.
Of course,
you can find your latest forecast on there as well. And as we head through the weekend, the severe weather team will be here in the office, and they'll be updating all those severe weather watches and warnings. You can find them not just on the website, metservice.com, but also you'll be able to get push notifications on the Met Service app as well.
Definitely going to be keeping an eye on the weather through the long holiday weekend. John Law, thanks for joining me this Thursday afternoon. Really appreciate it.